Okay, so thank you very much for your passion for the AURUM opportunity. This session, it's a guide or a coaching session for people who are struggling to build a team, people who are thinking of how can I talk to people. What we want is a team of active team builders in AURUM. We want everybody to be able to easily get their 5 members. All right. So we are starting the network marketing challenge or trainings for the month of October, and we're going to push it through one way or the other. This session is being recorded, so it's going to be available for anybody in your structure that wants to learn how to talk to people, how to build a team. It's a career and it's a rewarding career. When you start it, you might struggle, but as you go along, every 2, 3 years, you're getting better. Every 2, 3 years, you're getting better. And before you know it, you're making some good money that can sustain you and your family just by the skills you're going to hear right now. All right. So module 1, how to build your AURUM business in 30 minutes a day. I always do this for any business I get involved in. AURUM, this is an opportunity for us to run through it for AURUM. All right. And no reward without effort. The title is actually how to build your AURUM business in 5 hours a week. But if we say 30 minutes a day, we just mean about 3.5 hours. So you can decide to just add another 1 hour and a half on a couple of days. That is, instead of doing it for 30 minutes, you do it for an hour. And before you know it, you have 5 hours a day. Of course, some people can do this for up to 10 hours a week. All right. So if you do 30 minutes a day, that's 3.5 hours per week. So if you just add a little bit of 30 minutes on some couple of other days extra, and you just have 5 hours a week. But if you want to be a professional, you should be able to do like 13 to 15 hours or more a week. All right, let's get right into it. I want to let you know that the moment you start talking about AURUM or any opportunity out there, the moment you start trying to share with your friends, expect a rejection rocket. So if you look at that, the slide, there's a rocket being shot at something somewhere. There is what is called a rejection rocket, and your friends, colleagues, family, they're going to shoot the rocket at you. So just understand that the first day you say you share the opportunity about AURUM, people are going to fire the rejection missile at you. They're going to tell you, no, I'm not interested. And if you are not prepared for this, it's going to shock you and you're going to get so emotional about it. So I just want to prepare you up front if you're watching this video. If you're here live right now or if you're watching it later, understand that getting those rockets fired at you is part of the business. If you're not in sales, you're not in business. However, this training is to make it easier for you to navigate this space. Let's review some facts. To build any business in life, offline, online, any business at all, you need focused, concentrated action. You need to have blitz, focused, concentrated action, because you gotta talk to people, you gotta prospect, you gotta develop new contacts, you're gonna do presentations, you're gonna do follow-ups, you're gonna have to coach your team. All right, coach your team how to do 2FA. Everybody in AURUM should do their 2-factor authentication compulsory. You have to train them. So it requires consistency, focus, concentrated action. If you can't have focus, concentrated action for a while, 1 year, 2 years, or 6 months, or however long you want, if you can't do that, then you can hardly build any business, not just online, even offline. For you to succeed in AURUM, there are 2 things you require. 2 things. And this is the secret of success. You must have a successful mindset, a success-driven mindset. You have to believe that you can do it. You have to believe that you don't know how you'll be connected to the people that will transform your business. You have to understand that. But the fact that you have not met them and you don't know how to meet them should not make you feel that it's not possible. To hit the rank of Oracle or Elite, you might be wondering, how am I going to meet people that are going to pull this amount of traction? Don't worry about the hows. Just believe that if you take the first step, second step, it might be hard at the beginning. And then at one moment, it crystallizes and moves and goes beyond what you can control. So you must have that successful mindset, and you must get rid of negativity around you. You might decide not to listen to the news for a while. All right. So apart from a successful mindset, you also need a skill set. If you have a mindset that you can swim in the pool, but you don't have the skill set of swimming, you will drown in the pool, not even in the ocean. In the deep end of the swimming pool, if you go to the deep end and say, I believe I can swim, I believe I can swim, I believe I'm a swimmer, I believe I will swim, and then you jump into the pool, but you don't have the skill set, you're going to drown. So that is why mindset is good, but you also know this, you also need the skill set. And this session is to help you with this, the skill set. But as we go into it, we're not in the business of just receiving. I know you have big goals, but we're not in the business of just receiving. We're in the business of giving. The secret of living is giving. You have to give your time to that team you're creating. You have to give, push effort. You have to coach, train. That is actually part of what you need to have as skills. All right. So how do you get prospects? Most people just try to talk to strangers. No, just leave strangers alone first. When you have a new opportunity like AURUM, go to your warm market. So that's what they call warm market. Warm means people that are warm to you. They already have this affiliation to you. They know you, they trust you already. Because every business you bring to anybody you talk to, the person wants to know, who are you and why should I trust you? Why should I believe you? So you want to skip that hurdle by starting with your warm market. And let me tell you, every top network marketer was introduced to network marketing through a family friend or church neighbor or somebody close by, introduce them to network marketing opportunities. So concentrate on your warm market first before going to start dabbling into the cold markets, right? So that's it. Now, if you want to introduce people to AURUM and you don't want to waste time watching this presentation, and you feel you're too busy, just ask 100 persons or even 50 persons this question. Do you want to make more money or less money? I mean, no headache. Do you want to make more money or less money between now and December 2025? This is October, yeah? And people say, yeah, I want to make more money. Hey, I have just the right thing for you. But hey, I don't know if it's what you want to do or not, but there's a presentation Monday to Thursdays. I want you to listen. Just come listen. Then after the presentation, I'm okay if you decide to walk away. It's not for you. But this thing is giving people thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars right from the comfort of their home. 8 p.m. Nigeria. The presentation is done by HP, and I want you to be there. That's all. You don't even need to mention AURUM. You don't need to mention Brian Benson. You don't need to mention Binance former director. No, 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 no. Most times we struggle to build a business because we talk too much. We actually talk too much. We have HP who does a great presentation. So this week, he's doing a presentation just on Monday and Tuesday. So ask 50 people that question. Do you want to make more money or less money? Then listen to them. Then take the conversation to bringing it to the webinar. That is all. So your first task is to get your list of 50. Everybody listen to this presentation. If you want to get your 5 quickly, get your list of 50. Your list of 50, you're going to get 5. The average rate is 1 person per 10. All right. So every 10 persons you talk to or invite to the presentations, 1 will join you. So a list of 50 is perfect. Everybody duplicating this can easily get their first 5 team members, and everybody does the same thing. The question is, do you want to make more money or less money? If you don't want to talk much, don't talk anything about AURUM. Just bring them to the presentation. This slide is a must-use slide. All right. Starting with your warm market and ask your warm market, hey, John, do you want to make more money or less money? Everybody's going to tell you, I want to make more money. What do you mean? I want to make more money. All right, so I have a presentation I want you to join. 8 p.m. Nigeria. Powerful presentation. After you join presentation, if it's what you want to do, fine. If it's not what you want to do, we'll still remain friends. That's all. Do that to 50 persons and they will embrace AURUM. Now, here's a secret I want to tell you. People love AURUM. People want to do AURUM. People easily embrace AURUM. And so you want to also do your part. All right. So we want people to know that we're interested, not just wanting to just come in, want to know if they are ready for change. Some people are not ready. If you know somebody who's not ready for change or to change his story, his life, don't waste your energy trying to push the person. So this is just an example. Casually, you should, as a network marketer, if you want to be a professional in your casual settings, you don't have to make it look official. Just ask somebody, hey, are you married to this job? Like, is this job all and all for you, or are you open-minded to additional income streams? If the person says, additional income streams, I'm not sure. Don't waste your time. Just that person's not ready. Person is in the comfort zone. Yeah, you can have their contact and keep your conversation going later, friendly conversation. But when you're building AURUM, when you start activate, you want to move fast. And you want to move with people who are ready to move with you. Somebody's closed-minded, too relaxed, let them be. All right. So you want people to join you when the time is right for them. I remember a member of my team who was saying, oh, that this person keeps asking questions, but he's never signing up. Every day he's asking him questions, and he was going to get angry. I said, hey, for him to be asking you means he's interested, but he's also scared. People will join AURUM when the timing is right for them, not when the timing is right for you. You want to be Voyager. You want to quickly hit Voyager. Yes, but people are going to join you when the timing is right for them. Unfortunately, AURUM is not a short-term business. AURUM is a long-term business opportunity where you expect to trade for at least a year. And you just want to get people to work with you. All right. But you have to be patient. Let them volunteer. Your job is to always give them interesting things happening about AURUM. Keep it interesting. And one day they're going to tell you, I'm ready. They're just going to tell you, I'm ready. Why? They're going to say, oh, you always keep posting about it. I see it on your status, so it's still working. I want to do it now. So trust me, people are observing you. They will join your AURUM team when the timing is right for them. Some people are being emotional about different things. Life is throwing them up and down. Just be patient. Understand that if you want to be a professional network marketers know that people will join their team when the timing is right for them. Not when the timing is right for you, the business owner. No, when the timing is right for the prospect. All right. So there's a simple way to bypass rejection. People are always scared of rejection, all right? So it's a big deal. They want to prospect, but they don't want that rejection rocket. How can you bypass it? Is by using the comfortable and uncomfortable formula. And what does that mean? So remember, I'm giving you so many things. You now decide which of them you want to use. So here's an example. Hey, Mary, I found something really special, and I've been doing it for the past 2 weeks. I've been making the money. But I've not been comfortable that I've not told you. I don't want to bother you about it, but I've not been comfortable, so I have to tell you. See, I want you to join me for a presentation by 8 p.m. tonight, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night. Pick one, 8 p.m. I want you to know what it is I'm doing, learn about it from the professionals, and then decide maybe it's for you, maybe it's not for you. I am comfortable. If after the presentation you say this is not for you, I'm comfortable for you to say no. But I'm not comfortable that I've never told you about this and I call you my friend and say we're friends. And I've been enjoying this for 2 weeks and I haven't told you. So that's an easy way to strike a conversation with people. That is the comfortable, uncomfortable formula. Remember, you have to use your own words. You don't have to use the exact languages on the slide. This is just an example. But you have to let the person know that you've been making some good money and that you've been uncomfortable that you haven't told them. But that as you want them to join the presentation, but you are comfortable if they decide that after joining, they're not interested. Tell them you're comfortable with that. So that's just going to make them feel relaxed. Okay, I'll join. Easy way to invite, because HP is doing a great job. HP, the presenter right now, is doing a marvelous job. it makes us just enjoy the opportunity without stress. Your job is to get people to the presentation. The more people you get in, the better. And of course, these are more examples of the comfortable and uncomfortable syntax. All right. So the most important thing is that you want people to volunteer to be with you in the business. You want people who are open-minded, not people who are, dug deep in their comfortable lifestyle and don't want to change. Right. So that's what that comfortable or comfortable is all about. So here's an example of David. Most people are like David, right? Most people are like David. They sign up for AURUM, they're watching it. Oh man, I'm scared of talking to people, but this thing's looking nice. So Brian Benson is real. Wow. Former director of Binance. Wow. Who can I tell? I don't know. And then, so you're so paralyzed by fear. Thinking about making a phone call, you're so paralyzed by fear. All right. So what did Dave do? Dave decided to practice in front of a mirror. And I encourage you to do the same. Whenever you're listening to this presentation, I encourage you to look in front of the mirror and practice your own script. It could just be a 5-sentence invitation script. Practice it in front of the mirror. Dave did it 2 minutes on the first day, 3 minutes on the second day. Third day, he was good to go. Spend a few minutes every day looking at the mirror and practicing talking to yourself, right? Because the mirror doesn't give you rejection. If you smile at the mirror smiles back at you, right? So it's easy to practice with the mirror. So within 5 days, he had gotten confidence, and then he decided to take a few minutes a day to start making those phone calls. All right. So remember, prospects are watching you. They are observing if you're after their money. They are observing if you're after their money or if you are being sincere. All right. Now I want to look at the last bullet point at the bottom. That last bullet point is extremely important when you are building AURUM. Understand that what you have is what people are looking for, but they just don't know yet that it is so powerful. What you have in AURUM is exactly what people are looking for. That's the first thing you have to tell yourself when you are feeling hesitant to share the opportunity. People are looking for this thing. They need this thing. People are making thousands of dollars. Lives are being changed, and it's still very fresh. People need to learn about this. Once you remember that last bullet point, go write your first list of 50 and get to work. So how do you know if somebody's ready for action? You just use questions, right? All right. And then those who are ready will work with you. Those who are not ready, you let them be. All right. So we're looking at the model where you just get your quick 5. You can still follow up with the rest of the people. They will take their time. Maybe they'll take 6 months, 3 months, 1 year. It doesn't matter. All right. So remember, if some people don't join you, it doesn't mean that they're rejecting you or what you have is bad. No, don't feel rejected. It's just that the timing is not right for them. Maybe they don't have the money. So last week I was trying to call somebody who jumped at the offer initially, but he pulled back. I tried to call him twice. He didn't pick. I said, okay. I'm so busy, I forgot to even follow up. So today, he just called me, said, oh, that he has been waiting for his salary. Once he gets salary, he would call me up. So the timing wasn't right for him. So once the timing is right for him, in that case, the cash, he would get on board. Okay? So remember the may or may not be your cup of tea methodology. I always use this when I'm building a business. May or may not be your cup of tea. You're telling the person, hey, I have something special, something life-changing, something extraordinary, led by a former Binance director. I don't know if it is your cup of tea or not. I don't know if it's your kind of tea or not, but hey, I feel so guilty that I've not told you up to now. I mean, I'm comfortable that you join the presentation this week and tell me you're not interested, but I feel I am very uncomfortable that I haven't told you about this. I've been in it for a month, but hey, don't be angry. I should have told you. I was just like trying to make sure this is really powerful, and it is. All right. Which day can you come into a meeting? Monday to Thursday. Pick 2 days. I want to follow up with you. Make sure you join the presentation. And after that, let me know if it's your cup of tea or not. If it's your cup of tea, we move. If it's not your cup of tea, we're friends. That is the may or may not be your cup of tea methodology. Once you let people know that if they join the presentation, they can actually realize that it's not for them. They say, all right, cool, I'll be there. Oh yeah, I'll be there. So I can tell you no after I'm done with the presentation, right? Yeah, I'll be there. It's easier for them to come to the presentation. But when you try to make it look as if they have to join you in the opportunity, when they join the presentation, they have to join you. No. After them come, listen to the presentation. Maybe it's not for you, but money day here. There's something happening here. People are making money. I think you should be there, you know? Stories. Stories. You know, if this is for people who live close to you that you could see physically, just call them. Madam Angela, I want to come see you this week. When are you going to be free? I have a good story to tell you. This story is very interesting. When I see you, I'm going to share the story with you. Very, very things are happening. Madam Angela will say, which kind of story is this? Come, come, come. I'm available. I'm available. Come tonight. Let's hear the story. Then when you get there, you tell the story of somebody who started and made 50 million naira in 2 months. Somebody who started and was taking care of kidney expenses for her mother and thinking of how to raise the money, and this opportunity came. And within 2 months, millions of local currency had been made. I joined this opportunity 1 month ago. But I haven't been able to tell you this story because I've been trying to understand how powerful is this. I don't want to introduce you to anything that's not straightforward. All right, but this is led by somebody unique and powerful. Listen, I cannot explain it very well. And I know it may be your cup of tea or it may not be your thing. But you know what? I'm very uncomfortable that you have not really joined one of the sessions. So please, as my friend, join the session. Then if you don't like it, yeah, you can say no, and that's understandable. I'm comfortable with that. But I'm actually not comfortable that you've not joined the presentation up to now, and you're one of the people I know. No, you have been good to me. Yeah. That's how you use a story. So as a professional, if you're building a network, you have to have different approaches. You need to have different approaches with different people in different settings. Different options. You shouldn't be using the same thing. Mr. Paul, how are you doing? I have a story to tell you. Wonderful story. I will tell you how I made $4,000 this week. Just tell me when you'll be available. I'll come and tell you the story. He will be say $4,000. Come and tell me the story. And that's how you can use stories. Humans can't resist wanting to hear stories. So these are basic fundamental skills anybody that wants to build a team should have. And since we're building this team energy in AURUM, I want you to have this skill, practice it, look at the mirror, practice it 1, 2 times, 3 times. Within a week, I need you to start executing. You realize that you're filling up the meeting with your prospects. And once they listen to the presentation, they're going to say, come on, this is powerful. I want in. All right. So stories can help you quickly create rapport. Stories can help you, get people involved. So what do? One of the easy ways to say, when it's time to tell the story, say, well, you know how the economy is so rugged. The economy is, getting messed up. People are broke. Listen, I want to show you how I was able to. Now, if it's not you personally, you can use the story of somebody. Let me show you how somebody was able to use this system. Show the screen, take the screenshot, show them. All right. Say, I found a solution to poverty. This is something we can build. Of course, there are other skills you need, like how to overcome objections. We're going to talk about those in, next week and the upper weeks to come all through October. But this is just how you tell the story, get people's attention, and bring them to the presentation. You have to know how to invite people to the webinars. That's how you can build your team. And once you practice this enough, the sky is the limit. All right. So these are just some examples of you can always read this up at your time. All right. The primary reason for sharing the AURUM opportunity and any opportunity is to solve problems. it's not about you making some rewards. All right. Yeah, you're going to make some rewards for sure. And that's part of the motivation. But when you're trying to build, just tell yourself, people have problems and I want to help them solve them. For example, I was trying to get somebody to get into AURUM. One of my leaders, the person said, I had $100. I wanted to raise the $20 to make it 120. I wanted to buy a coin and the coin dipped. People are broke. We have the technology that can make them money. Even if all they can come up with is $20 and $120, we can get them started on a path to change their lives. And that's why this training is here. Because with this training, even with $120, you can just make thousands of dollars in no time by applying these skills on AURUM. People want AURUM. All right. Do you find things are expensive now? That's a problem. Just talk about, you might just be in a party. Talk about this. Or it may be a birthday party, it might be at work during break. So things are so expensive now. Listen to the person. The person will rant, 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 rant. Say, wow. But I have something that's giving me some small cash. I'm sorry I haven't told you about this earlier. I just want to make sure it's something that's the real deal. And it's led by a very prominent former Binance executive. Come on. Are you free on Monday or Tuesday by 8 p.m.? I'm comfortable. If you attend and say it's not for you, that's fine. So you're under no pressure to join me. But I think it's something you have to pay attention to. So just let me know Monday to Thursday, which days are you free by 8 p.m.? So the person's going to give you some options. Then you follow up with it. Take notes in your book or your phone and then get them to the meeting. So these are just some examples. Oh, do you want to walk till you are 40? Do you want to work 45 years like your parents? It's crazy. You want to work for 45 years, work until you quench. All right, so these are just some questions. And then would it be okay if I invited you to a presentation? Yeah. There's something really powerful happening, changing lives. Use your own words. Just keep it exciting. All right. So of course you can always read up all of these. They're just examples of how you can strike up conversations. I don't want to make this recording too long. All right. So there's also the talk of most people don't like making the phone call, so you can use a text message. I don't really use this, but some people do. All right. So you just come with an approach of, I know you're not interested in making 10% a month on your capital. But do you know anybody who is interested in working on a blockchain project that they can make 10% every single month? So that's what this is about. It's just an option for you to strike conversations. All right. So always switch to solving problems. Look at the problems and then try to use AURUM to solve them. We're in a business of planting seeds. Yep, we're in a business of planting seeds. Planting a seed can happen instantaneously. Your job is to plant lots of seeds, and that's why we like to use our WhatsApp status a lot. The WhatsApp status is a marketing board. That WhatsApp status, the way you craft it, it's a solid marketing panel. Sow your seeds, but don't worry, it might take time to grow. Some people might watch that status for 1 month before they say, come on, tell me about this. All right. So always plant your seeds, but don't watch them grow. Just keep planting more seeds. Plant seeds everywhere you go. Ask people questions. Hey, what's your plan to make your next $10,000? $10,000. I don't know where to make that money from. Oh. That is over 50 million naira. Where do I make that money from? So come, I have a business proposal for you. Join me tonight, 8 p.m. More Monday to Thursday. Which day works for you? 8 p.m. Let's listen to a presentation. I'll show you how to get it. Are you sure it's not one of those scams? Trust me, I've been doing this. I've been feeling bad. I didn't tell you earlier. I also felt it was a scam. But by the time I got in, I realized that this is a solid opportunity. So plant the seed of wanting more in people's lives and let that seed grow. Some people don't even want more in their life. They are so used to not having anything. They're so used to poverty. So you have to work hard to wake their brain up to get out of poverty. All right. The first step of motivation is dissatisfaction. Most people are in trouble, but they're not dissatisfied with their condition. So you have to use questions to try wake their brain up, but don't spend too much energy trying to force people who are kind of brain dead to opportunity. Just look for people who are ready and then move with them. Don't spend too much energy. If a person is not really, ready to change his life or join a meeting, just move on to the next. Right? You have a list of 50, go through them. Then get the next 50, go through them. Before you go through that set of 250 sets, you're good to go and you're in business. So keep planting seeds, keep using questions. Are you okay with the way things are just getting more and more expensive? Are you okay with all the hours you put at work and it looks like every month we're struggling to make ends meet? Are you okay with working full time till you are 65? This is how you make people who are brain dead opportunity to kind of think, because they're not thinking, they're just going through life, like robots. So you make them think, like, yeah. Oh, what do you plan to do once you retire? I know you're just 5 years or 10 years to retirement. What are you gonna do? I don't know. I don't know. I've been thinking about it, but I don't know what to do. Oh, okay. Come, let me show you something. So you keep planting seeds. But remember, don't talk too much. Don't go talking too much about EXAI bot. Don't go talking about Zeus bot. No, no, no. All those details are what the presentation will do. What you need is somebody who is ready to pay attention to the opportunity and bring them to the presentation. All right. See, when a person wants to buy a television, he has already made up his mind that he's going to buy a television that day. Maybe his TV is bad. So when he gets to the shop, he doesn't need you to tell him all the details about so many things. Where is the TV within this budget of this brand? This type of TV. What are the options? It's not all those details. He's gonna get it. He's gonna get a TV. He wants to get a wristwatch today, so he knows he has to go get one. So people know what they're gonna get. They know what they need. So your job is just to find out, is this person ready for what I have? And if they're not ready, just let them be. Don't waste your time giving too many details to people who are not really even open-minded to opportunity. All right. Are you ready to start a business now, or are you in the information collecting stage? So some people just want to be getting information from you, asking questions. That is fine. That is fine. Because when you meet a real leader too, they ask you lots of questions. Real leaders will ask you lots of questions, but at the same time, you want to make sure you're talking to somebody who is ready to change his life and who is not comfortable with poverty and a go-getter. Then you can give them additional information. But when you meet a normal person, they don't need all those details. Just get them to the presentation. They'll get the details, and then you can arrange for a follow-up call. If you plant enough seeds, some will grow on their own, some will die, some will not even, so just keep planting the seeds. Ask questions. Oh, this year was okay. My plan is to make next year, make maybe triple the income I made this year. What's your plan for next year? All right. You can do this at Christmas parties. People are all, jumping around and having fun. Hey, I made 20 million this year. My in my business. I want to make 100 next year. What about you? I'm not thinking about anything. So just have these conversations and have fun doing it, because the more seeds you plant, those guys will later come. You've planted a seed, it's going to grow, right? So remember, set an appointment to meet or bring them to the webinars. Bring them to the presentations. Nobody does a better presentation than HP, right? Get them to the presentation. After the presentation, arrange a three-way call. Presentation first, then three-way call. Of course, some people, to get into the presentation, you might decide to do a three-way call before the presentation. But presentations, three-way calls are very powerful after the presentation. When they've joined the presentation, they have questions. Then a three-way call is meant to clear their doubts and overcome their objections to take them into, active status. So that's it. And I really want to thank you for, coming and showing up, your desire to learn these few things. Just keep sowing, sow those seeds. All right. Make people think about their life. Seeds that are planted will likely grow. So remember, anything worth doing is worth doing poorly at first. So if you're not a team builder and you've never really done this, you might struggle at first. But what I'm going to tell you is keep doing it poorly. It will get to a point where you become a master of it. And people are going to look at you like, oh, you can actually easily build a team of 20. You usually build a team of 50 in any business of your choice. Okay? All skills are learnable. How to recruit and invite to the presentation is learnable. Anybody can do it. And life only gets better when you get better. It doesn't matter where you're coming from. If you're coming from poverty, coming from wealth, all that really matters is where you're going. And the limits you have are the self-imposed limits in your mind. Who says you cannot be a dominion in AURUM? So just go through the presentation, pick the parts, create short sentences. For example, hey, Paul, how are you doing? Are you open to making more money? I have a story I will tell you. Let me come to your shop, and I'll tell you the story. You will just be waiting for you to come to a shop. When you come to a shop, I want to show you this opportunity that has made some people $40,000, that has made some people $10,000. And most times you might think it's a scam. Open your phone, show your trading results, show your withdrawals. This is what I am doing now. I cannot explain it very well, but I want you to join a presentation meeting. If you join and say you don't want to do this, it's fine. But I've not been comfortable that I've been doing it and I've never told you. So Monday to Thursday, which day are you free to join one of the presentations? That is the work that is involved in building AURUM. That is the work. You do this work, get your 3 to 5 persons, then teach them to do the same thing that you've done. Get them to watch this video and decide to practice it. That is how we all create a large team. We all build something beyond what we can imagine. Everybody doing their own little part. And let me tell you this. The first time you start this, you might feel like you're wasting your time. But I tell you, the more you practice it, the more results you get. You will change your financial story. In AURUM, building AURUM might look boring when you start. Until you hit Voyager, then you see that AURUM is actually very interesting. Then when you hit Vanguard, you say, this AURUM is looking sweet. Oh. Then you hit Vanguard Pro. You say this is a miraculous system. And then you hit Nexus. And you see, you pick your $2,000. Then you hit Oracle, pick your $5,000. You hit Prime, pick your $10,000. Hit Elite, pick your $20,000. You now realize that this opportunity that started by, hey, I have something special to show you. Come to this presentation. Started a journey that created financial explosion for you. If you're not in sales, you're not in business. The network marketing series will continue next week. And we're going to show you how to overcome objections. When people tell you, it's a scam. No, Brian Benson is an actor. He's not real. That platform is going to collapse. All those objections. I want to show you how you can overcome them professionally. So see you next week, Friday. And it's going to be an exciting time. Thank you very much for being a part of this session.